Have you ever seen those crazy text effects in viral edits and thought to yourself, how did they make it look that clean? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 easy text effects that will make your edits look spicy, cool, and maybe even go a little viral. Whether you're editing TikToks, Reels, or full YouTube videos, these effects will make your text stand out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more editing tips and tricks. Alright, let's kick things off with effect number 1. The first effect in this list is called Deep Glow, and it looks something like this. I use this effect on a lot of my texts, and it's an effect that's very popular among editors, and you should definitely consider using it. So go to your effects and presets, type in Deep Glow, and apply it to your text. Then it will look something like this. Then you guys want to go ahead and copy my settings. Now you guys might be thinking that it doesn't look good, but that's because it's on a black background. But if we were to add another background, it would look something like this. So as you guys can see, with the background, it looks much better. So don't worry if on the black background it looks bad. As soon as you apply it with something that has a background, it will look much better. The second effect that I will be showing you guys is BCC Drop Shadow, and it looks something like this. BCC Drop Shadow basically just adds a shadow behind your text, and I will show you guys what it looks like right now, and you guys can also use my settings, the same settings that I use. So as you guys can see, it adds a shadow, and the settings that I use is I go 13 shadow distance, and the shadow intensity keep it at 60, and yeah, that's how I do mine. And if you guys want, you can also duplicate it for a stronger shadow. The third effect is an effect called Texture Flux, and this is what it looks like. This effect gives a plasma sort of effect. So you go right here, type in Texture Flux, and copy my settings. And you guys can also choose whatever color you would like. So I would choose purple. And as you guys can see, it sort of gives like this wavy plasma effect. Now for the fourth effect. But before I teach you guys it, I would like to talk about my Payhip. If you don't know what Payhip is, it's a super simple platform where creators like me can sell digital stuff. And I will be uploading my presets, project files, and more for you guys to download it and use it in your own edits. If you ever wanted to use the exact effects or setups I use in my videos, they will be up there and ready to go. It will mean a ton if you guys checked it out or supported by grabbing something, but no pressure at all, only if you guys want to and feel like it's worth it. So if you are interested, link is in the description. Well, enough about the Payhip, and now let's actually get into the fourth effect. The fourth effect is called Scan Lines, and I use it in most of my edits, and it looks something like this. Scan lines basically give sort of a TV effect, and if you guys want it, then go ahead and follow what I do. Pre-compose your clips, add the scan lines effect, and copy my settings. As you guys can see, you don't really see anything, but that's because if you add Deep Glow, like I showed you guys, and then add Drop Shadow, then it sort of gives this TV effect. But to see it better, you should add Deep Glow and Drop Shadow. Now let's get into the fifth effect. The fifth effect is called Emboss, and it looks something like this. Emboss sorta gives this 3D effect while still keeping the text 2D. So in order to get this effect, what you guys want to do is go to your text. After you go to your text, right click it, go to layer styles, and go down to bevel and emboss. As you guys can see, it already shows sort of this 3D effect. Then if you guys want to change it, go right here to the bottom left where it says bevel and emboss, and then you can like change the depth, how much you want it to like look 3D with shadows, or if you don't really want it a lot. And you can also change the size of it. I would keep it at like 5 or maybe 10. And you can also soften it up like this. As you guys can see, you can add depth, soften it up, or like that. It honestly depends on your preference. I usually keep it like around this, and then I just add like deep glow or drop shadow or something like that. Now moving on to the 6th effect. The next effect is called S-Shake, and this is what it looks like. S-Shake sort of gives this movement effect to your text, so it's not as bland and boring. And if you guys want this effect, then go ahead and copy my settings. So type in S-Shake, put it in your clip. After you put it in your clip, it's gonna look something like this. Then you wanna go ahead, turn off no, put no, and no. And it's gonna look shaky like this, right? And then and there you have it. If you guys also want, you could turn it down even more and slow down the frequency, so then it looks like this. You see how it moves? Here, I'll put it in full quality. See how it moves very slow? There you have it. Now let's move on to the 7th effect. Now for the 7th effect, it's not really an effect, but it's just something that you can do to your text, and basically it's putting an image inside your text, and this is what it looks like. So basically, to do this effect is you want to have the image that you want it to be in your text, and then you want to put it under your text. Go to the image, look to the left, and go to where it says like TRK matte, and where it says like none. Then you want to click it and click alpha. After you click that, then your text should turn into the image. The 8th effect is called texture loops, and it looks something like this. Texture loops is basically just like the texture flux one. It basically adds this plasma effect, but the texture loops gives it more of a realistic effect. So if you want this effect, go ahead and copy my settings. And you guys can also change color, so I chose blue. And you see, like, it has this watery effect. It's not like this one. This one is more of like plasma-ish. This one's more water-ish. Now onto the 8th effect. The 8th effect is called shine, and it looks something like this. I usually use it for the end, like my logo, but you guys can also use it in your videos. It doesn't have to be just your logo, but it adds like this cool shining effect. So for this, you want to go ahead and type shine, and then after you see shine, you want to go ahead, add it to your clip, and then once you add it to your clip, you should see this little red ball. This basically, if you move it to the left, the rays are gonna go to the right. If you move it to the right, the rays are gonna go to the left. I usually keep it around the middle, and if you want, you can go down or up, but I usually put it like around the middle. Then what you guys can do is you can go to colorize and change the color. So I'm gonna do purple since my logo's purple. So I would do like a light pink like a light pink on this one, and then for this one I would do like a purple, and then it should look something like this. And you can also change the ray length. If you want a really long ray, then you increase it. If you don't want a long ray, then you decrease it. But I usually keep it like around 6. But yeah, it can also be 4, you know, it's all preference. The final effect is called light sweep. What light sweep is a glow effect that you can slide it across your text, and I will show you guys how to do it. So as you can see right here, I have a red text. If you guys put in a white text, it won't work. So make sure it's either red or any other color besides white. It can even be black. Then you guys want to go ahead and select the CC light sweep. After you do that, you can go ahead and copy my settings. As you guys can see, this should be the final product. And there you have it, guys, all of my 10 easy and viral text effects. If you guys would like to see more of this content, please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and click on the bell to turn on notifications so you can see more videos like this and help me out. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.